Hey guys, so with this I was testing out the master markers. Mostly for this picture I used a lot of green and it kind of came out a little greener than I wanted. I was trying to look at my coloring chart just to look at the colors, but I kind of had it in dark corners, so that wasn't working out well and whatnot, but whatever. So yeah, the colors laid down really well to me. During the process, the tip's really soft, and some of the markers it looked like it was gonna fray a little more than others that I noticed when I was doing my coloring. Tried to notice that. But I also saw other reviews where some people said they had a problem, like I think Dramatic Parrot on her channel. I watched hers and she said she had a problem while she was trying to color her Wreck-It Ralph picture where the tip was breaking off on the picture, on the paper, like her nib. It's like breaking up a little bit. But honestly, throughout this whole picture, I didn't really encounter that. So that was going really smoothly. But here, yeah, I'm practicing blending. Now, I am not the most adept, I guess, at markers. My main medium is colored pencil. And I really got markers so I could have it as an underlay for colored pencils, but I decided since I'm doing a marker review, I better do a picture that's all in markers, so you guys will see some more coloring pencil stuff later in later videos and stuff if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, so now I'm adding a background because I thought it was a little too boring, and I have this habit of just doing characters, and I'm just really trying to get out of that where I'm just drawing the thing against a white background. So I'm just adding a little something, not much obviously, it's not a real background, but yeah, so there you are.
Pop top off. So my opinion on these master markers, pros, they're pretty friggin' cheap for brush tip markers, you know, because when it comes to cheap like Copic alternatives, you'll see a lot of markers that only have the chisel tip and the fine point, the smaller side. So that's one really good thing is the brush tip about these markers. But yeah, just some things I would say to take note of. They are pretty large in comparison to the Copic, you know, pretty large. In Copic, they're pretty large, so I don't know if that matters to you for like casing reasons or whatnot. Also, the brush tip on these, I don't know if you probably really can't see it, probably, or maybe that's a bad example. Grab a different color, maybe you can see it better, not yellow. Oh gosh, don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, the brush tip. The tip is kind of weird. I watched a couple reviews on these markers before I bought them, and a lot of people say, oops. So yeah, I watched a couple reviews on these markers, and a lot of people were saying that the brush tip on these kind of breaks off with usage. Now, in the pictures that I did, I've only done 2 where I really use these markers. You know, I'll probably get back to you maybe with an update after I've used them for a long amount of time, but during the pictures that I've used, I haven't had this problem of the brush nib kind of breaking off in the paper, but I can say they don't come to like as fine of a point as Copic markers, so it might be a little harder to get in small places, or and like they're just kind of softer than Copics, I think, so maybe that's why it kind of feels like they might start breaking up in the future. So that's just one thing to take note of. But yeah. Oh, also let's look at the color sheets. I have the primary. I got the primary A set and the B set. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Whatever. We're trying here. So has primary A set. So primary A and a primary B set. So yeah, out of these two, my preference was the B set. I just kind of like the colors that came in that one more. But I was looking at the amount of colors that come in each range for both. Honestly, the biggest section that's lacking, in my opinion, is the purple section. There are what I consider, there's like 4 purples in the primary A set and like 4 purples in the primary B set. And compared to the other sections, that's a little, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought there could be more purples. To me in particular, I would have really liked like a dark bluey purple, and that just kind of wasn't there for me in these sets. So that is that. But overall, I do think, you know, if you're trying to get into markers like I am, this is a really good set to get for you if you want to get a lot of markers for a way less price than $5, $6, $7 a marker for Copics. Yeah, you can definitely invest in this set, try them out, get a nice color range for what you're getting, right? So yeah, I really enjoyed playing with these markers, and I would recommend them for beginners, maybe not for professionals, you know, because the tips are like a little free, like I said. But yeah, so that has been my master marker review, and you can please like and dislike and subscribe. Well, I won't tell you to subscribe yet because you haven't seen that much from me, but do like the video if you like what you saw, and I will see you guys later.